The three siblings on Two Brothers, Same Mother, with Deep podcast are not professionals. Their thoughts, ideas, and theories are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, welcome back, family, to another edition of Two Brothers.
Same mother.
With D.
And we're going to kick this show off by saying, please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. Just so when it drops, you got it. Hey, because you need it. Hey, but we're going to start this week off with going in directly into home life. Mm-hmm. All right. What say you, D, with home life? What happened this week with you?
Well, Chris, what happened this week was I went to work and found out that as of October 1st, your girl will be officially off the floor and in the quality lab. So I am officially moving on up.
Moving on up. Moving on up. I don't even know what to hit right now. I don't even know what to hit right now. I'm gonna leave it alone. But when you said you got off the floor, first thing I was like, these people don't think my sister's stripping. She is not a stripper.
Plus size stripper. No.
She's that lovely, luscious coming to the stage.
Yeah. Big yellow.
And you got on a yellow shirt, so you double entendre yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, Will, what happened this week with you, Will? What was your week like?
It was a good week. Jordan had his actual birthday, so we got to just hang out, do what he wanted to do for a day. He went to Jumpstart, so he's getting ready to go to middle school. Kind of tough with the transition for him. Renika was gone to Louisville for most of the week, so it was just, the boys kicking it. And outside of that, man, just work and training to, do some more trainings at work. So same thing here, man.
Yeah. Well, I got a little nugget the other day. Mom said you was the transition resistor growing up. Like you didn't like that. So I was like, yeah, it sounds like it's his dad. Because you don't already got this path made up. And what you told me was like, I gotta go and do this all over again. But what he fails to see is he's got his crew with him. So he's gonna have credibility in the school with his crew. So by the time they meet 7th grade, ain't gonna be no issues because they're gonna be the top dogs, They'll be running it. But as for me this week, had another little visit to the doctor. Everything was well, no issues. I was good. Just got to get to the cardiologist. Drew had a little scare. He woke up, went crazy one night, and he had a night terror. And we was on red alert for that, but he calmed down. He was good. He's been good all week, but we're definitely making a trip to the peds. My wife's doing good. We all got to go back to work, and everybody, the building that we work in, the outside looks like Thriller. I'm not even playing. You've got vagrants, homeless, mental illness walking around. It's people that have been shot and stabbed back there. But yet they're like, oh, come on in. And here's the big reason why I don't want to go in. A homeless person made it through security, was on one of the upper floors just gazing out the window. What in the top flight security do we have downstairs that this man made on the elevator? You have to have a key card to go up.
Ooh.
What in the top flight
Ooh.
did he do? Did he steal a card off? This is a vagrant. This person may not have been in their right mind, but they were smart enough to get past Dumb and Dumber at the front desk. I'm just saying. So next Wednesday, y'all pray for me. I got going there. I'm trying to be clean, but I'm gonna tell you what. I might have a little something on me. I might have a little something on me. Somebody, I can get them off of me real quick because I told D when I hit that speed walk, I'm gonna hit that full run. So catch me if you can. And when you catch me, I'm gonna slap you with something.
Something.
You know, I'm sorry. In Jesus' name, I'm gonna slap you with something.
Amen. Yeah.
Baptismal.
Yeah.
No water.
Bless me.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Bless me.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus, we don't mean no harm for real.
Yeah.
You know our hearts.
They're gonna get all this healing.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
man.
it's gonna be a TD Jakes version of get ready, get ready, get ready.
Oh.
Because that's what I'm gonna hit him with.
Why did I just visualize you walking real fast with your shoulders doing like this?
That's where I'm gonna be. That's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, listen. Because hey, anytime them shoulders swing, I can swing one around and knock your sleep.
No.
You catch his NyQuil, baby.
Oh man. Well, hopefully you don't make the news.
Oh, I'm not. I'm never making the news.
Let's
Making the news.
Let's segue to the real news and no news. I got a couple of stories for y'all here today. A couple of curveballs in there as well.
Love my show.
Y'all will decide if it is real news or no news. And I'll alternate this week. I'll let Chris go first. Sometimes D go first. So I'll bounce back and forth. All right. First story. Russia cuts the gas to Europe. They cut Europe off from the gas that they had in their country. Is that real news or no news? Chris, what you got there?
Oh, that's real news. Because they finna hit these gas prices we've been seeing in the States. So guess what? It's all the way real news. What you say, D?
I have to agree with you, Ball of Fire. Yes. Yeah. We're gonna hit you where it hurts. We're gonna take your That's
they
what
throwing it
it
at you. That's what I was trying to represent, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Lead balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that loud fart you thought was coming, but it's it. Okay, I got you.
Hey, dog, I did that today in Walmart, man. Gosh.
Put a Larry Fred. You put a Larry Fred.
I just wish you could see in people's faces. They was like, what is that?
All right. So we got two for that, and that is real news. So let's go into something that I guess falls in line with what you said. It's a what was that moment? Mennonites were seen riding electric bikes. Is that considered real news or no news? I'm gonna let you kick this one off, D. Mennonites out here using electric bikes. What do you think?
No. I thought they didn't use electricity.
Aha! Aha! That's my new one. Aha!
They do.
They're not supposed to. Not to not have to worry about taxes and those things. They're supposed to be from the earth, like making fires and using candles and stuff like that, and riding horse and buggy that we always grew up with. But yeah, we had some intel from a kinfolk, a bloodline that said, hey man, they were out here having a good time. But I noticed some of them departed on electric bicycles. I said, electric? Alexander Graham Bell, electric?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to use electric?
Yeah.
how much money y'all make from all y'all little shops and markets y'all got. Y'all could be paying taxes.
Speak on it, brother.
Man.
Speak
So
on
she said no news. I say real news just because it's one of those.
They getting over.
Ain't nobody paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then if the feds roll down there and be like, you know what? Y'all got 17 electric bikes. You know what kind of carbon footprint y'all putting out? Y'all got to pay taxes.
I remember we have a sibling that dated this chick one time, and he bought her to Crofton, and I think she was from Texas. And like when she saw them, she said, "I didn't know y'all had pilgrims."
But you know, up on the upper East Coast, they call them Amish. It's the same people.
No,
you know
this girl said pilgrims. I was going to call her something else, but I forgot, just PG. So he called her. I mean, she called them people pilgrims. And the way I looked at our brother was like, "Oh, you found a good one." Like she don't know. She don't know
that is
pilgrims. She said pilgrims, and she was serious. Standing there in her jazzy clothes. Yeah. Y'all got pilgrims? Yeah,
all the way from Dallas thinking it's pilgrims. Y'all country over there too. Just go to Oklahoma. You got people right now in Oklahoma with big old boots with spurs on them and hats like they going to a rodeo. They going to the house. What are you talking about?
Is that the one where you can spin it and it spins around?
Yeah, on the back of the shoe, on the back of the boot. Yeah. I'm like, why did they ever invent those? But they were invented to, get the horse in line. But,
Is that what they were for?
Yeah, but, to make them go faster. But, when Christopher Reeves tried to do it, it went bad,
Yeah.
He was over there. He was just the head
I
after
don't know
that.
what that was for. I thought
He was left and right. Nah, he was just left and right.
Got you.
Man, I brought Superman into it. All right, I'm gonna go and transition to the next story. You said Texas, so I'll go Texas. Texas Kids Camp lets the students read prohibited books. They call it banned camp. And these are books about LGBTQ topics and cultural books that have been banned from school. Is that real news or no news? What's your thoughts on that?
The books that were banned outside of the LGBTQ plus community, what type of books are there? It could just be some about a different way to be assertive in your life. But the first book, first books you said, man, it's such an agenda out here, man. It's such an agenda about telling somebody you can be anything. Like it used to be anything to be successful. Now it's anything to just be anything. And I'm not knocking anybody for what they do. However, sometimes kids get too much of something. Drew with his night terrors. When you watch something that's creepy and you're not that type of kid, it's going to have an effect when you sleep because you're still going to be thinking about it. So I'm just saying, whatever seed you put down and fertilize, that's what's going to grow. So that's all I'm saying. So it's real news and no news. And I'm sorry for the hiccups. And my nose is itchy. What a wonderful life.
What you got, D?
I agree. Well, it's real news. It's real news just simply because I agree with Chris. Whatever seed you plant, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Because I remember growing up, a lot of things, there you go, blooming over there. Stop blooming, stop. But I remember one of us, I ain't gonna say who, but they got red in their screen. When they went to school and was prohibited from getting certain books. You know what I'm saying? Because of his ethnicity. I can't say the word. You know what I'm saying? And we had a parent that had to go to the school. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely that didn't have nothing to do with that. But
No, it did. You're right. You're right.
no, it didn't, because
You're right.
when I'm thinking about it, yeah, that was just clean and left field. But it's all about what you feed yourself. Like
Yeah.
the world is like stuffing you with everything. And you just have to hope and pray that you can go through and decide what's for you and what's not for you.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's hard.
And it's sad that young people nowadays, they don't have their own perception of what things should be. They have what everybody else is doing, or what's cool, or what's popular. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to stand out, they want to fit in. So I don't
I know it's making you itch. I see you wiggling over there. I already know. When you start moving too much, I already know.
Yeah, because it's so much that I want to say, but I know I can't say because I don't want to create havoc.
I don't think it'll create havoc. I think what you're trying to get to is a place of let somebody decide and don't put it so much into media where if a kid is in a weird space, they think that's the space to take. And that's what I'm afraid of. I let a kid be a kid. Like, we didn't think about gay and straight growing up. We thought about playing.
I didn't even really know
We
what
didn't,
that was.
yeah, even though we saw a couple of people that was different, that didn't act like a man or didn't act like a woman. We didn't question that. We just played and we had fun. We seen some things, but we didn't question them. It was like, okay, that's just how they are. But now it's like everything has got to be championed to a point to where, like you said, you're stuffed, you're overfed. And if you're not strong enough to decide what you want, you're going to gravitate towards something just because there's a bunch of people that's doing it and nobody's going to care and somebody's going to champion me and I ain't got to deal with it. But you know what? I'm going to say it because we don't have a lot of listeners. But guess what? We're raising a bunch of punks and suckers. We're raising a bunch of people that don't want to fight for nothing, don't want to go through nothing. They want everything handed to them. And guess what's going to happen? When you get our age, you'll have nothing because you haven't gone through anything. So a splinter that you get and this plank that I get, I can deal with a plank. I done dealt with a plank 2 or 3 times in a month. But
so let me ask you this, big bro, since we're talking about that, let me ask you this. Do you think in a lot of ways we have enabled our kids?
No, we haven't enabled our kids.
You don't think so? Because like my kids are super spoiled.
No, but
like, they are like rotten. They are like rotten.
No, but here's the thing, D. You can only do so much in your house.
Yeah.
When they go out in the world, that's where they get a lot. Think about it. They wake up in the morning, you wake up in the morning. They go to school. They're in school for 8 hours. When they get home, you only got your kid for 3-4 hours before they go to bed. They're supposed to be in bed.
Right.
School has raised your kid. So there's a lot of influences in that school that's not conducive to how you run your house.
Yeah.
You're gonna have tips and fights with your kids.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not too worried about the tips because I really don't care if the people's mad at me or not. But I'm lying. It hurts my soul. But it hurts my soul. But I don't know, man. It's just I just feel like you are so silly. That's right. Never mind. Next one. Never mind. Chris, I'll call you later, man. We'll talk.
All right, we'll chop it up. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Speaking of trying to handle difficult situations, just dealing with changes, like severe change, things being different. The Wakanda Forever trailer came out. So I want to get y'all's opinion on that. Real news, no news. Go ahead, pick it up for us, Chris. You going off into the sun though, man. Don't burn up. Come back.
Hey man, I'm trying to be with T'Challa. I was about to call it the coffee.
I realize what that is. That's somebody's pupil. That is somebody's pupil back there.
All right, I'm gonna go
ahead. That is not the sun. That is a pupil.
No, that is what the sun looks like when you take a picture
that is a pupil
because it's so hot.
That's somebody after they done had a whole bunch of drinks. That's somebody puke. I don't care what you say.
Hey, if somebody island like that, they got jaundice.
In their eye.
Gonorrhea in the
Like
eye.
it went from yellow to red. That's how bad
Yeah,
they jaundice
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Like
they got
your liver is
gonorrhea.
barely surviving.
You had your eye in it, dog? Yeah.
She said, "Did you have your eye in it?"
What you say?
Just that point. Okay, so Wakanda Forever. So I watched two versions. I watched the regular version, and then I watched the Comic-Con with Ryan Coogler coming out and talking about in the first one when Chadwick Boseman was grabbing his shoulder because they never seen the preview for the original movie. So he was holding him, and he said Chadwick had these big hands, and he said right now here at this Comic-Con with this movie coming out, he said I can still feel his hands. And you know, the crazy thing about the movie and then life, it's like when I think about our grandmothers, our grandfather, those people, I remember times when they touched me or they hugged me or how they smell. Those things will come back to my memory when I have rough days. It's God, but God puts the right people in your life to be successful.
Yeah.
Whether it's your blood or those that come in contact with you for a season or a lifetime. So I got immediately in my feelings. I was like, this is watching the regular trailer and watching Ryan Coogler coming up there and pulling in all the characters and then the new characters. And I was like, you know what? I don't care if this film was a dead fish. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's an experience. We watched the first one in the movies. These boys was acting like they was part of M'Baku's tribe. They was like, we M'Baku, Dad. I was like, okay, man. Hey, you got to be strong. There was some big dudes over there. You know, they real. He's like, no, they were just tough and they just sit back and they was always ready. I was like, well, you got to be ready in life. But what say you be hot? Hey. I was almost about to speak in tongues. D, go ahead. What you say?
Oh, I watched the trailer after Will had told me it was out. I felt it. Yeah.
That thing hold on to you, boy.
I guess that's when realization of Chadwick being gone really like registered to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really thought he was just gonna jump out in that suit or stand there, you know what I'm saying, and have something magnificent to say, you know, but it wasn't, man, and it just seemed like everybody was so emotional, you know what I'm saying, and they just tried so hard to honor his memory. Man, that's one thing about Black people in that area that I adore. Like when we create bonds with people, we definitely continue their legacy. We love on their memory because we don't want them to die. You know what I'm saying? And man, a good brother gone too soon.
Yeah.
But isn't it crazy that he came, he did his work, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Like he fulfilled his purpose and he's gone. That is crazy. How quickly he fulfilled his purpose that quick. And he's out here. And it just, and Angela Bassett is just.
That's the queen auntie in my opinion. Like in acting, like that's the queen auntie. She's on the show 911. And oh my gosh, like she just got that role, but you know, because Black folks, we can't be vulnerable like that. Like we always got to be on guard, and that messes with our psyche. So when we got some real ones around us, sometimes we don't see it just because of we know this ain't real. But she's one of them, man. It's like, what did she have to go through when it happened? Because her relationship with him, like a son. Like I was watching the Family Matters reunion that happened in 2017, and they was talking about Waldo's mom when he auditioned and everything. They was shooting the first season he was in. His mother died. So Joanne, that plays the mom on Family Matters, took him under her wing and checked on him and made sure he was good every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm telling, man. Black people, we we rally around each other.
Yeah, we do it, but I'm telling you what, we carry more baggage than the slave ships that brought us here. That's all I'm saying.
That's why your back and
that's
your
our
shoulders
problem.
are built the way they built.
Yeah, big back. Yeah, because we carry too much. We release a lot of it. We could do a lot more. But big ups to Chadwick, big ups to Wakanda Forever. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be epic. And I know it's not gonna be crazy because everything they pulling into this movie to make it what it needs to be, and the way Ryan Coogler, shouts out to him. He's somewhere in Atlanta. One day I might run into him. If I do, I'll hug him. He probably punched me because he's swollen now. He ain't little Ryan no more. He big Ryan.
Yeah, Chris, don't do that, baby. Just speak and keep it moving. Don't do that.
I'm gonna hug him, but I'm gonna talk in the African dialect, so he'll won't hit me back. I love you. I love you.
No, oh Jesus.
I'm getting stomped. It's okay.
Just Jesus.
I might be on TMZ.
Yes, that's where you're gonna be.
Well, thinking about strength, being strong. That's a good segue over to sports on sports.
Ooh.
Sports.
This week we're gonna tackle just a couple of topics, but a lot of it is centered around extensions. First one we got DK Metcalf. He signed a 3-year, $72 million extension. $58 million of that is guaranteed. Let me throw you some stats out there. All right, he's had 216 receptions in 3 years,
3,100 yards, 29 touchdowns.
His longest catch was 84, and he averages about 14.7 yards a catch. So
and he chased the dude down from the opposite side of the field over 90 yards to stop a touchdown. Wow. Boo Baker.
Wow. All right. So looking at that extension, he'll be 27 when he gets out of that contract. So what do y'all think about that? Should they have signed him long term, or should they have kept it short? Because NFL, you're only 2 hits away from being out for good. Right person get a hold of you. What's your thoughts? Go ahead, kick us off, Chris. What you think? Should they have kept him long term, or is this a good contract for not only him getting all that money up front, but also the organization?
Okay, before we go into his contract extension, I just want to let y'all know his pops played in the NFL as an offensive lineman. They said he been lifting weights since he was 5 years old. And everybody's like, oh, that's a stunt your growth. I was like, no, that dude's a freak of nature. He's different. Now, for the contract, that's all the Seahawks can give him, because guess what they don't have right now? A legit quarterback. Now, if they can draft somebody next year, kind of give him that year curve, and the team is trash, then he can sign a longer contract and maybe leave there at 31 and get on somebody's team as a third receiver and be effective, because you can't grow 6'4" every day. You can't grow 235. And I watched this man take a hit from another man standing still, and the guy that hit him got hurt. Okay, he was standing still. The guy ran into him at full speed. He laid on the ground. DK said, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, he's made out of granite." He's a real life superhero. And he's the most humble dude, because I know him through 6 Degrees of Separation, because y'all niece used to date a guy that knew his family, and he knew DK when DK was young. So yeah, he's a different dude, but the contract is because there's nobody there. But if they get somebody, he would probably re-up, especially if they get their defense back together. And Pete Carroll is a few years younger than our pops, so he ain't got but maybe 2 more years. So they would have to get a great coach in there to take that thing over and keep that tradition going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, D? What you think?
Congratulations.
Party favors.
Yeah. Congratulations. Don't get hurt, buddy.
One of them.
Yeah.
Don't get hurt.
Yeah. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so good luck, buddy.
Oh, y'all gonna be straight, man. Let young Trubisky run in there.
Every year we say we gonna be good. And
y'all got some options now because if Ben looked like he got hurt, man, that bench is creepy.
Yeah, they turned into mush.
But when you got Trubisky and then you got the young boy, I can't remember. I was looking at it 2 days ago. They got the young boy behind him who looks pretty good. He played at Pitt. So they've been watching him. Mike Tomlin even said, I've been watching him for the past for 2-3 years. What we need for this team to go, he has the tools.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he said everybody.
No.
But
shoot, Mike's record don't say that because Mike don't give everybody no leeway. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he should have had Roethlisberger at the house a couple of seasons ago.
They couldn't do that, man, because when ownership loves a quarterback, that's why Tony Romo had to retire because he got beat up. Because Tony Romo played 2 years beyond his prime.
I get it, man. I get it. They love him,
like,
but he sucks.
The owner's like, we're going to keep him. You get the players to help him. Guess what? He needs more help than that.
Yeah. He needs a couch with a remote.
Comfy City.
Well, speaking of owners who love to pay their players, that's a good way to pivot over to Golden State. Draymond Green is making a little headway out here in the media airwaves, and now he's talking about his next contract extension, which is 2 years away. Okay. But he said he wants max money. Now, looking at Draymond Green, his career averages are a lot lower than what I thought they were. All right, so as a career, he averages 8.7 points.
Okay.
6.9 rebounds and 5.4 assists. Now, he had 4 seasons where he was close to averaging a triple-double, but in those seasons, he never got over 13 points a game. So, is Draymond Green, knowing what you know, including the championships, knowing he's the heart and soul of the team, is he worth the max? I'm going to let D kick this off. What you think, D?
I told y'all when I was cleaning out the tub yesterday. I told y'all. But no.
She tried.
You did? Hey.
I told you when I know. When I don't know, I say, good job. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But Dre getting old. Draymond is getting older. We got
32.
Too many young cats coming in here. You know what I'm saying? Making these older people look crazy. Now, I ask y'all the question. Do he feel like that he deserves the same amount of money that people like Steph is getting, LeBron is getting? But Draymond is going to make your head hurt. He's going to make you run around the court. He's going to make you mad. He's going to get ejected 10 times out of the year. That's what Draymond is going to do. Draymond is going to make you miss some shots because you want to punch him. He's going to hit you in your private. He's going to kick your ankles. He's going to drop his new-noose on the back of your neck. This is what Draymond is going to do. He's going to talk about your mama. He's going to tell you your wife smell like fish. He's going to tell you your little girl got a mustache. He's going to say your little boy's pants are too tight. Draymond is going for the jugular just to take you out your game. They're not going to pay you that amount of money for that. No. For that, they're not. No. They're really not. No. Sorry, Dre. You can't be 34, 35, and then what? In 2 years, he's going to be what, 37?
Now, I think he's 32, so you're right. He's going to be like 34, 35
okay, 34, 35.
By the time he wants his contract. So
yeah, well, he can want. Motherfuckers in hell want ice water, but they don't get it. Like,
No.
I'm just saying, you're not gonna get that,
Oh
buddy.
my gosh. Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
hey, listen, I really ain't got much to say after that. 'Cause me at every point, like, but when we were talking though, these and she said the vets is getting all this money, which is true, even though James Harden took lesser money to get.
Baby, I didn't name him.
Nah, I know you don't like.
There is nothing.
I know you don't like him.
Nothing.
At least Draymond's winning championships, but
exactly.
But Harden would quit on you.
Harden
is a good card that if the
like
gas cap ain't put on right, it's gonna cut out on. That's the James Harden.
Chris, you ain't lying. He looked like, them cars be driving down the street with the gas thing still in it. That's who, yes, James Harden looked like. And you trying to stop him and tell him, hey, you got the gas pump still in your car.
They like, I'm not drinking.
And he tell you, I don't quit trying to talk to me. Do you know who I am? No, you got the gas pump in your tank. So
that's funny. Like you doing this is like, I'm not drinking. No, your gas cap.
Yeah. You want an autograph? No, fool. I need you to get that gas thing out your car.
My gosh, D, that was a good one. Like, nah, not you, you, sir.
Nothing about you, sir. Nothing.
But that's spot on because
I go too far sometimes.
No, that's great because what I was talking about was people that still getting that $30+ million range, and then you got all these young cats like Ja and Zion that get these big contracts as rookies. They rookie deals, and they're like, I need to get paid. No, what you need to do is save some money. That's what you need to do. That's what ain't nobody gonna give you no more money.
Exactly.
He gonna be a $12 million man in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna take for you to get Draymond. At 34, 12 million, you can have Draymond for a season.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get the veteran minimum, and he's not gonna work that. But guess what, dude? You're not gonna bring that. Only thing you have that is consistent every game is your mouth and your ability to make people mad. And after a while, these young dudes are gonna be like, hey, Draymond, shut up. You know why? Because I'm about to bust you for 30, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can
talk
do
all
about
day. Your breath stank. You need to chew gum between every timeout or at halftime because all you got is stanky breath, and I'm gonna bust you for 30 every game. I remember guys used to do that. I'm gonna bust you for 30 regardless. Yeah. But ain't nothing you can do. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get these 6 fouls or these 5 fouls, whatever is out of me. But I'm gonna get them.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Now I'm gonna round out the extension talks with Mr. Jimmy Butler. As we know, Jimmy Butler signed extension, I think it was maybe last summer. I think they may have extended him out last summer, but this summer he had a different kind of extension, hair extensions. So as you know, Jimmy rocks the now, he had a couple braids back, or he would rock the high top with with the nappy look on the top. But now we've got video footage, which we'll put up now, of him with dreads, as thick as Lil Wayne's dreads, all the way down to the middle of his back. So, Chris, what do you think about Jimmy Butler's extension? And what do you think about men in general taking advantage of things that women have taken advantage of for years?
I could go 2 ways right now. But because I'm a master Jedi, I will go with the obvious.
Okay.
Man, what in the West hell are you doing with your head, cuz? Like, you ain't got to do that. You had good braids, and here's the crazy thing. I found it on YouTube, and it's only like less than a minute, but he went from getting his hair unbraided to wash, condition, blow dry. He got the plaits put in. His plaits were down to here. I was like, okay, yeah. Then Man, when he got done, man, he looked like, the king of Egypt. I was like, what are we doing here, Jimmy? What are we doing? How long are you going to keep them in your hair? Is this to help your hair grow? Because if I see that come late October when y'all open up for the first game, bruh, you will always be a dog in my book. But now you from the Westminster Kennel because you look like a show dog, bruh.
Yeah.
Get that out your head.
Dog was in my head at the time when I saw that. I was like, wow. Yeah, pit bull. Yeah.
But here's my problem.
German Shepherd. Yeah.
Here's my problem. There's people that grow their hair for years. The guy that's my lawn guy, his business, he comes out here. His hair is almost down to his butt. He's grown that for 13 years.
Right.
And when people do this miracle grow, oh, let's add some weave. But you know how bad it's gonna look during the season when as much as he sweats?
Yeah, that's gonna be funky.
It's gonna look like trash.
Yeah.
And you supposed to be a dog, and you look like trash. It don't work, cuz it don't work.
I like the way you did it,
Dog, trash.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we not on the Butler train with this hair wheel.
Yeah.
Extensions are made with money, not with hair, for a dude.
Yeah.
And all these people getting these fake hairdos. Come on, cuz go bald. That's what your elders did. When I start going bald, when this crop top go bad, I'm cutting it out.
Right.
I have a magnificent beard to be in place of a bald head.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit up here and try to get no ointment to, let me put these drops on my forehead.
Miracle drops. Yeah.
They incorporate hair growth. I'm not going to do that. I'm just like, man, matter of fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to find the best shaver on the market and I'm going to cut my own head. And then I'm going to go to the barbershop and get my beard lined up, just the barbershop talk for 20 minutes and I'm out.
Right.
Y'all good? Your family good?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah. All right, man, I'm out. That's me.
Yeah.
Jimmy, stop it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. You Jimmy Buckets, but we gonna say Jimmy, stop it.
Yeah. Jimmy. I was with you till you did this.
Man,
I was with you till you did this.
I'm with you, D. I was with it too until
Jimmy. You know the first thing they gonna do is snatch that shit. He gonna be running down the court and they just like just yank it. That's what they gonna do. They gonna yank it. Hey, but you was talking about hair, right? There's a cat that I work with.
Don't you start talking about people that everybody could know. Listen to this podcast.
Hey, dog. I work with this cat now.
I can't even drink, man. My wife made some fresh juice. I'm in here enjoying this blackberry.
I work with this cat, dog. Has been growing his dreads for 6 years. And they are, just like you said, they are down his back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then there's another cat that I work with who's been growing his hair for the same amount of time. And that shit ain't left his ear. But the bad thing about it, hey man, what you use, man, to grow your hair. Man, I've been growing mine for 6 years. And shoot, mine ain't nothing like yours. It's never gonna be. If it took 6 years to get to your earlobe, it's gonna take an eternity to get there your back. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy wrong.
D, pause for 1 second.
Okay, pause.
A few moments later.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. A few eternities later.
Man, let me drink my drink.
But look, but the man's so cool, man. His old lady makes shampoo. Hold
up. I'm about to say something. And all
Wait a minute.
Christian brothers and sisters, don't y'all get on me. When she said shampoo, I said damn poo. D-A-M poo. That means it's blocking his hair from growing. Anyway, go ahead, D.
Man, so the lady that braids my hair, right? I came to work. He was like, "Hey, Daphne, who braids your hair?" So I give him the I give him the card. I give him her card. You know what I'm saying? So she said, Daph, next time you recommend me, make sure they got a good batch of hair. You know what I'm saying? When I tell she asked him, what type of shampoo do you use? He bought in the homemade shampoo.
No.
When I tell you, he said, use this on my hair. It makes my hair grow. She told him this might be why it don't grow. Like, no. She said she put it on his head and it bubbled. It bubbled.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Why did you leave?
Help me, Lord! Help me!
Chris, we're playing.
Help me!
Chris, you look like you're going into a pupil. Stop! Don't do that.
This hair bubbled.
It bubbled.
But listen, hey, you know there's that horse shampoo you can use on your hair. But then regular shampoo that'll help.
Baby. And then he tried to go to work and sell it though. He tried to go to work and sell it though. Talking about my wife, man, she do this shampoo, dog. Man, it'll make your hair grow. But yours is like earring. Like, who's gonna buy that? You can't stand by this product. And I think that's what happened to Jimmy. Jimmy got a hold with some bad shampoo, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna just get some extensions. I can do this. I can do this. I'm gonna just get some extension because it ain't gonna work for me." I think that's what happened to Jimmy.
You think
by the time his hair grow out, he'd be retired?
I'm done. I'm done. Hey, this is a good opportunity for us to go ahead and take the ride home.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Man. This was great.
It's derailed at this point. ain't no turning back. It's just time to go home. It's time to go home. It's going. No, don't apologize at all. His girl need to apologize for that.
That is.
He's been sabotaging that man for 6 years, man.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Bad batch.
Okay.
Go ahead, D. What you got coming up next week, man?
Work. That's it. But I think I'm gonna call in one day. Like, not for real. If I see 95 on the Weather Channel, I ain't going. Because anybody working in a factory, no, that sucker hit 115, 120, and you just standing still and sweat rolling down you. It's a whole different. No, I ain't going. I'm gonna eat that point in the air. I'm not going. But yeah, that's it.
All right. See y'all. What about you, man? What you got next week for the ride home?
School's starting back, so Wednesday. Big boy got to go back first, and when I say big boy, I mean Drew, the baby. He's a big boy. He's bigger than everybody. Somebody's calling me right in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
It was a scam.
Yeah.
I always get these
scam
scams
lady,
out of St. Louis. Out of St. Louis. Always a scam.
Like, damn, you got them scam lady. I'm sorry.
But we got that. Everybody else starts school on Thursday. And I had something else to say, but I can't remember because, the phone call threw me off. So,
yes, I remember those days when I had to buy school clothes. I don't have to.
We did that online, and I went to Burlington and Walmart to get socks and drawers and stuff.
Smart.
They got fly stuff, and Drew got some little Kyrie's today. And he was in there like, yo, he was like, look at my shoes. And the outfit he got, it's got a shark on one side and it's a zipper. So if you zip the zipper down, there's no teeth, but when you zip it up, there's the teeth. It's like, oh, it all match. Oh, I got the black shorts. Oh, I was like, okay. You're just in second grade, and 80% of your class is the same little crazy kids that was in that last year. So y'all don't care about this stuff. Y'all do not. Oh, last thing. Raleigh has a teacher from Lexington, born and raised in Lexington.
Okay.
This dude comes in with Jordans on. He's got the white Jordans on, Jordan 4s. And him and Raleigh's going back and forth with Jordans. That was the only person that he talked to like a human. Rest of him, he was over there like he was from a third world country. He just got bought over here and ate pork chops for the first time. How you doing, Raleigh? I'm good. Okay. Yes. Then you gonna come in here after that and say, Dad, I'm sorry I'm acting the way I act. I said, okay. I said, next time you embarrass me like that, I'm gonna fold you up and put you in the trunk. And I don't care if Child Protective Services hear that. I don't do that to my kids. But if they come over here asking me if I do that to my kids, I will show you what I do to my kids, and then I'll do to you what I want to do to my kids. So how about that? Anyway, Will, what's your week look like?
Well, my daughter's coming home. And she's flying Spirit, so it's probably cheaper for her to be folded and put in luggage and fly. But then
Spirit of the Lord.
No, Spirit Airlines, same ones that land planes that's on fire and stuff. But yeah, say a prayer for her. A week full of meetings for me and wifey both. And Jordan is trying to maintain having his last full week of summer break. So so it'll be a good week, man. It'll be a good week. I'm
gonna call him at the end of the week and talk to him.
Cool, do that.
I'm gonna give him some inspiration from his big uncle, because I mean, as dads and moms, we don't do so much with kids. Sometimes it takes our trifecta to say something to them outside of mom and dad. So, and I've done it with these kids, and y'all done that with my kids, and we've all done it but we don't push them, we just give them encouragement. We don't get down on them, we just say positive things they need to hear. And it's the same stuff. Hey, we come from the same earth, man. There's a Debbie and there's a La Fred. That's where we get from. We old enough to know where to pull from when we dealing with each kid. Like, I can say things to Jordan that I can't say to KJ.
Right.
Because KJ will laugh at me because he's 19 years old. Jordan's 12. That's a different dynamic. But when you speak to him, you gotta speak to him. Yeah, but when you speak to him, you gotta speak to him. And Jordan will hug me, and I could talk to him and never look at him, and he'll get everything. But KJ, Darius, even Juan, I talked to Juan, a couple weeks back. I gotta look at them in their eyes because they're young men.
Right.
There's a difference. You gotta look at them. You gotta tell them. Because I walked my nephew outside and I talked to him about being a dad, taking care of a baby, all these things within a couple of minutes. And it was like, okay, Uncle, I got you. Because if you do those three things, nobody can ever say anything about you as a father. So I know how heavy it can be, with these new transitions, these new beginnings. And hey, we just, as parents, we got to stick by them, but we got to let them have their moments in order for them to have the ability to receive the greatness that we've already seen and been through. And we're not where we're at because we did what we wanted to do. We said what we wanted to do. We had to go through something in order to feel. And that's it. Hey, y'all, this has been another episode of Two Brothers.
Same mammy.
With you.
Hey, man, love and peace. Y'all take care, man. 100. You better put your knuckles up there. Stank your boy.
Your ass always was bad.